a little bit gloaty. I don't know. Um, I mean, one thing that I could do is I could just show uh, hmm. I mean, I could do like, yeah, okay. I was just thinking about like where I could put these points of information, and like if I wanted to, I could, or wait, hold on, let me think about this. I think yeah, it doesn't necessarily make sense to organize. So okay, so the sorry, my brain processed things that I didn't actually say out loud. So let me just like what my brain was doing during that brief moment of silence was I sorry, one second. Yeah, the so like what happens now is there are several modes wherein you your see something accompanying your name tag. Sometimes you just see your name tag. So sometimes it's just like trusty bard or whatever. And then so sometimes it's just that. Sometimes the second line says like level. I'm just gonna caps lock this because all my characters are uppercase. So level up 7, for example. Sometimes it says like +4 experience equals like 468 experience or something like that. And then sometimes it just says 468 experience. So like this is like the information that we convey and how we convey it so far. So like level up 7, that's fine. Like I wouldn't plan on really changing that. So like that could be the same. One thing I could do is I could if I oh whoops yeah, no, that's how it shows up. So if I change this, I could do +4 experience. I was thinking like this is where I could show the level. Because oh yeah, because like this is actually the order that I have them sorted in is like the least frequent, the like the oh Grimble, hey, how's it going? Sorry, yeah, welcome. Sorry I missed your message at first, but hey, uh, yeah, the order that these are sorted is from least frequent to most frequent. So like this one happens a fair amount of the time. It happens every time you gain experience, and then this happens every time you walk across the screen right now. So, I mean, what I could change it to is like +4 experience. I mean, like if I say +4 experience level 7, like that's weird because it sounds almost like a level up message. Uh, what if I wonder if there's another way to treat it that it won't. No, I think just like putting like saying level 7 next to +4 experience, like I want there to be like a way that like this is just incidental, like you don't like pay no attention to the fact that it says level 7. That has nothing to do with the fact that you gained 4 experience. It's just another thing entirely. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Or at least if I think this would be more confusing than anything. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's maybe it's fine to just say +4 experience level 7 or whatever. Yeah, so right. So the reason I was thinking that is because if what that would basically do is to move this message to to this to this occurrence. So this wouldn't be as in your face all the time. Like you would see it a lot of the time, but you wouldn't be seeing it like constantly. And so then what I could do with that is then I could finally do like the so 16 or like 16 of like I don't know, like 48 or whatever. Like 16 experience of 48. Or alternately, I could do like less experience. I could do so like I mean this would be like the ratio thing, but like hypothetically I could do the 16 experience and then like minus oh no, I shouldn't do minus because that would make it seem like you lost experience. Yeah, so no, I won't do less. I'll do like, yeah, so 16 of 48. Um, uh, hmm. I'm trying to think of like what is the best way to convey how much experience. So like yeah, so okay, so the point of these messages, like level up, of course that doesn't change. The point of this message, the intermittent message, is how much experience you gained and a reminder of what your current level is. And then the point of this message would be what is your current progress? I'm trying to think of like what is the best way to present what is your current progress, and like the obvious one is a fraction. So then so another alternative might be like 16 experience. I could add in the percentage sign, so that could be like 30% or something. Maybe. Yeah, sandwiches for lunch. Hey, do you want to be game master, Zira? Because the script is like running now. So let me know if you want to. You mentioned it earlier, but then it took me longer to test the stuff, and then you had to go do whatever. All right. So, okay, cool. Hail Game Master Zero Maverick. Oops, this is capitalized. Zero Maverick. Excelsior. Bold leader. What is whatever. So the like hail bold leader or whatever. Isn't there like a, I don't know. Sorry, I'm reminded of like some meme involving like the leader of North Korea. It's like, I think like similar language is used. Like I think there's like something leader, and it just occurred to me like, whatever that, if that is a meme, if I'm remembering that correctly, I should probably make sure that I don't use like that combination of words. It's like something leader. I should make sure I don't use whatever adjective that is. Or maybe I should just change the message altogether or something. But, I don't know. Random thought. Hail. Hail. Should I change hail? Does it sound too much like hail? Hail just means like, hello in like old-timey speak, I believe. That one, I think I just like, define hail. Not the precipitation. Yes, frozen rain pellets, thank you. To call out to someone. Signal. To exclaim enthusiastically about, oh, wait, no. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like, I don't know. I just meant it like, it's supposed to be like an exclamation and a greeting at the same time. Yeah, hail. Yeah, everyone knows everyone knows everyone has learned about that, the usage of that word in history class But um, no, just yeah, just so like hail uh, is is just like something that yeah, it's an expression of greeting, and it's used to attract attention, which is why I thought it would be like good for like when you know when appointing like because it's like uh, I mean if that's like if that's not I mean I could look up another word for it so like uh, so what oh yeah so archaic words I guess that seem to do the trick all of the time uh hey Kina. I like it. uh so is there a word for like a greeting? No, it's not described as a greeting. All right, so I'm just checking if there's something else that pops out that would be a better alternative. Because like if the phrase "bold leader" reminds me of North Korea, and the word "hail" reminds people of Germany, then like that's not exactly where I'm trying to like go with that. So uh, I mean like I'd spend a weird amount of time picking my words because in order to get in order to get your point across without using just a million words, your only real alternative is to like find the right ones. So that is why I spend a lot of time doing that, because I value brevity in language, and despite the fact that I spent like 8 to 10 hours a day just talking into the internet, I do. There is a time and a place for succinct and you know to the point sort of language. Like here I have an affordance. I can chatter for as long as I feel like it, but sometimes it's just more I already use hark for the beginning of an event, so that is very similar, which is why I would prefer not to go that way. Hark, because when people see hark, they know that like it's an event. And so if they say hearken, like it could, I mean, like honestly, hail is the right word, but I guess yeah. So, I mean, I guess I could just, huh? Yeah, sometimes there are like synonyms that they list with this stuff. Yeah, it's archaic too. Ah, it's the perfect word. um. Excuse me. So I'm literally just reading right now. I don't have much to say about the fact that I'm reading, except that I'm reading. um, so, uh, nothing's jumping out at me. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like that for now. I guess I'll just like keep in mind like that is a word that I could replace, and so if at some point I stumble across a better word, then I should uh keep that in mind. Um and consider replacing it. So Grimble, just one thing. I don't actually take suggestions. So the answer to any question you ask me phrased in the format like "How about this?" or like "What about this?" or like just literally any suggestion in any form. I can tell you, spoilers. The answer is going to be, "I'm not going to do that because," unfortunately. So while I appreciate I appreciate the sentiment. I have to just kind of like, my options there are to like be a complete downer or to be a complete downer, and I'm sorry. The like honestly the best scenario is just avoiding that entirely. I would actually really appreciate it if we could, but I I I apologize in advance for being a downer intermittently when necessary. I will be a downer, I assure you, only when necessary. I will not be a downer flippantly or at various times. But thank you for understanding. Uh, um, so yeah. Uh, let's let's think. Yeah, I guess I'm probably not going to find a word. Like I said before, I'm probably not going to find a replacement here. All right. Anyways, sorry about that. Brief diversion. So yeah, I think I'm going to do this, except not this. I'm going to do neither of these two things. So here, I'll put both of them as active. So what I need now is a percentage sign and parentheses, because I think I like the parentheses and the percentage sign. I want to express like, so yeah, so I want to express how much experience the player has, because that's like the number that they'll pay attention to. Like that's the number that a player will probably most likely keep in mind as they're leveling up. What experience? Oh, you didn't put a space between back and popular. So it couldn't read it. So the event's not over. So yeah, so the event's still running. Like the action tags are still on screen and everything. Yeah, so it'll end once you format the phrase correctly. It's just a typo. Yeah. There you go. All right. So you so Flute Dude, the way you get points in this game is you participate in events. Right now, Zero Maverick is the leader of our adventure, and so Zero Maverick will fill you in on the circumstance. And so if you follow along with Zero, and if you take action in the events, then at the end of the event, you'll be awarded experience accordingly. And there are different types of events, and so there are different rules. I won't explain literally every one, but yeah, just so yeah. I mean, like you'll see, like when the event starts, like people will do it. So like follow along with what other people are doing. I guess not always. That's not like universal life advice. Like if you've come to a situation where people are jumping off a bridge, consider not doing so. But in this case, you can follow along as such. And you don't have to do it that way. Like you can get super verbose when you enter the command if you feel like it. But yeah, so the gist is like the action words are the action tags are the way that you pick an action in an event. So that's the critical part. As long as you include them, though, you can basically do whatever else. So a lot of people are just like very to the point, like very succinct. Yeah, there's six different event types. Actually, I'm just gonna link to a doc, so just so I don't have to explain it to everyone, because I do it a lot and it takes a while to explain. I put together a doc about how to act as the leader, like basically how to do what zero is doing now. And so this explains the different event types. So look under jagged, random, jagged, decided, popular, even, short. Like this list here will tell you what are the outcomes and how they're decided. And those are like the actual commands that that zero is using right now. So you can even see at the end of like so the way like at the end of each of his events, you'll see there's like the phrase that says like popular as that as like the as that's like that's the conclusion of the event type, and so that's kind of how you know like what the event type I guess I mean it's not super urgent that people understand exactly what the event type was, because the important information there is like when Trusty Bard responds saying like nice befriend, 4 adventures, catch 1 adventure, etc., etc. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna squish these. Wait, save, whatever. I don't care. Delete. Excuse me. Delete that. So this is instead just gonna be this will be like update name tag xb display, and so it's a few things. It's basically like what we covered here. It's this. It'll be this change here. So I actually don't need the equal sign anymore, but I do need parentheses. So to Inkscape. Oh, really? All right, sure, whatever. Yeah, I haven't used Inkscape in a while, but I mean, I haven't edited these fonts in Inkscape recently, but oh yeah, all right, yeah, yeah, I switched over to Trello at a certain point because like I was using a spreadsheet basically to do the exact same thing, and Trello is just slightly easier in terms of like it's not easier in all things, but I just like the drag and drop thing is just really nice, just very convenient. Like just dragging, like reorganizing things in the list and like just putting them from column to column. That is a definite improvement. And so yeah. So okay, yeah, Inkscape. I'm not going to re-export the entire font again. I'm just going to open the font file so that I can see the other characters when I'm working new characters. So wait, where am I going? Up one, journey. Yes, yeah. Okay, now, yeah. The outcome of an event is entirely based on player action. That's not 100% true. Some of the random events, you know, you're basically just trying to guess what might be the outcome, and like the events are fairly random. Oh wow. So, for example, in Jagged, hypothetically, all of those outcomes were chosen randomly, and they just happened to all turn out perfect. So, there you go. Good job. Is that broken? Is that... Because that's not the first time that we've seen a lot of perfects for for an outcome like that. Let me just double check that real quick. It should be working. I mean, sometimes you'll just get 3 perfects, 3 out of 3, but it is statistically unlikely. So just in case it's indicative of a bug, I'm gonna check that out real quick. Jagged is event type. Jagged is the name of the event, but it's also, when I talk about events, I talk about them in terms of numbers. Yeah, the numerical version of it is event type. Event type what? Jagged is 1. It used to be 0, but now it's 1. So let's look at how we're calculating event type 1. Yeah. So the only time that you get perfect for Jagged is if you roll. Wow. So for what just happened is we rolled the dice 3 times, and it came up as higher, 92 or higher each time. So like there's only an 8% chance of each of those perfects, and we just rolled that 3 times in a row. So sweet. Maybe random is broken. Maybe random is just rolling high for some reason. Oh, actually, Yeah, what if random is like, I might be using random wrong because I tend to use random int instead of like random. So I guess it's worth checking. It might be that jagged is just free points right now. All right, so that'd be funny if like random actually instead of giving back a number 0 to 1, it gives back a number like 0 to 100, and I just didn't realize that. Random dot random. Uh, yeah, no, I mean it's supposed to give a number between 0 and 1. Uh, so I don't know if jagged. Oh, that could just like yeah, it might just be that we rolled high all 3 times. But if it yeah, popular and decided. That's like for like when there's when it's better to choose one course of action, and then the event types 4 and 5. I forget what they're called, like even or limited or whatever. I forget what they're called. Those are for like when it's better to like split up and do different things. So like the example of that I tend to give of like the of popular decided, like pushing a boulder out of the way, you want to all push it in one direction, because if you're pushing it in opposite directions, then that's silly. Um, Whereas like the like the 4 or 5, like the even split sort of, or the even limited things are more like when you find yourself in the Hall of Treasures. Like some of you take the gold pieces, some of you take the relics, and then everybody gets treasure. Otherwise, if you all go for the gold pieces, like you all get fewer gold pieces, so it's not as successful. Uh, I mean, yeah, you don't have to pick jagged, but I will keep an eye out for the next jagged event. And like worst case scenario, it's a few extra points. I if there are bugs that give people extra points during beta, as long as it's within reason, I tend to just kind of like, because yeah, that's those extra points are like my thank you for testing this, for helping me test this. Um, Sentences in with your hashtags. Yeah, you can. Uh, yeah, so like redzid sneaking in the back door totally works. Yep, that's legit. That is. I put it that way because I mean I don't mind if people just use the action tags, but I just thought it would be fun. I like if I played the game more, I'm pretty sure I would do it that way. It's just like I don't know. Like the action tags are just what the computer needs in order to understand what you're talking about. But then like there's no reason like if because I know I use this comparison a lot, but like think about tabletop role playing. Like when the GM asks you in like a tabletop role playing game, like what do? You don't just say like a single word. You don't just say like shoot. You don't just say like shoot orc. You just say like I draw my bow, or like I mean some people don't get flowery with it, but like like whatever. I cast the spell at such and such a character. You don't just say like spelled character. But again, it's like it's whatever you do is most of it works. Yeah, you can't do one of those yeah, oh yeah, uh, um oh, you also can't give you can't give bonuses to specific characters. So for example, if you well, okay, yeah, no, I guess what would happen in that case if Redzid found a box of cupcakes? Some adventurers would get cupcakes, but incidentally, Redzid might not, hypothetically, just because it's chosen randomly. Um, but all right, anyways, back to what was I working on? I was working on something. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to Inkscape and yeah, I have these fonts. I think so. I'll just I don't need to add it to the action text because I don't want to use like weird special characters in the action text. I'll just add it to the character text. Oh, which has actually changed significantly. Whatever. This is fine. Is this really how it was? I have like a million font files here. I don't know which one is going to be the easiest to work with. Font Q? What's font Q? Go, open. Why did you not open? I told you to open. I don't know. Alright, so parentheses. Yeah. No, this is simple enough. This doesn't have to be very hard. I'm basically just going to... Yeah, no, this is... Oh, I just have to get the offsets right. I guess that's the important thing. So like the way these letters are made up, there's like basically the same letter like 3 times over. There's like the darkened version and the reddened version. And I just need to make sure I offset those. Oh, and I also need to convert the colors. So maybe I... Hold on. What are my image files? What image files do I have to work with? I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, E? Font char big. Oh yeah, let's look at this. Open with paint.net. Yeah. I think basically all... Yeah. So I think all I did to get this, like the decolorized version... Hey! There's the bonus. Yeah, so once I I can just redo this with not much difficulty. The important thing to remember will be let's see, open projects. So where's the version of this that's not like collapsed? Where's the... Oh, maybe I didn't do it that way. Font char a.pdn, e.pdn. I don't know which of these is correct. Either of them, maybe? Both of them? Oh, this is the huge version. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, so I can just re-export the other version, plop in the parentheses here, and then that should be fine. I feel like. Yeah. All right, so all right, yeah. This like I said when I was looking at over here, so I guess the important part will just be to whoops, other Inkscape, just to make sure I get the offset of the shadowing, and that I can like calculate what those values are. So for starters, let's make this taller so I have more room to work with. And then let's basically, I think I'm just gonna draw over like the G character, because the G character is like closest to what I want. Like if I could get the ends right, I would basically just not even use oh, did it give 2 perfects again? Oh, that's weird. Let me look at the scripts, because it might just be saying perfect and not actually giving perfect. But let me check. Oh no, definitely gave perfect. Oh no, that was the growth opportunity. Yep, no, that definitely gave perfect. All right. Oh, percentages. Ooh, percentages are a little bit funny, because is there a situation where it might accidentally say like more than 100%? Because that'd be weird. Or even if it said 100%. If it says 100%, it's like, why didn't I level up? Is there a situation where it could say 100%? I don't think so. But I'll have to watch out for that, I guess. I don't know. That's weird. I'll have to see what that's doing. Alright, so yeah, what's the deal with jagged? We just looked at it, and it seemed to be fine. RV equals random.random. Oh, yep. Random.random with the parentheses. Yep. All right. So jagged is broken. Um, so Zero, let me know when is a good time to restart the script because right now it's just broken. It's just gonna give away perfects all the time. So whenever you have a moment, whenever is a good moment, I'll bring the script down, bring it back up. I'll point you GM again, and then it will work. Whereas now it was not working. Yeah, that's better. I don't know why this. I don't know why these. It was basically it was so I was accidentally setting RV equal to the function random.random, and for some reason it thinks the function is greater than 0.92. It apparently like that's an okay. It's like, oh yeah, that's a sensible thing to ask. Like, oh, clearly this person wants to know if this function is greater than 0.92. I don't know. To me that doesn't make sense, but Python was like, yeah, okay, no errors there. All right. Uh, is there? It'd be nice if there was just like part of a character that I could repurpose, so I don't have to go and redraw some of this stuff. But whatever, I don't care. All right. So what is the line thickness of this stuff? It's like stroke style 20 thicknesses. So let's do we want to use the same color. Wait, this is the curvy line tool if I recall correctly. Oops. That was not correct. What do I want to do? I want to do like this and then like this. Nope, other way. Like this, roughly. And that's all. Stop. Alright, except, not quite like that. We can fix it. Like, for example... Oops, no, what are you doing? Tangents. Tangents. We don't want it to be quite so sharp. But yeah, we also want it to be... right, we want it to be, width of 20... and then, how do I color pick? Oh, color pick. Nope, not that way. Sorry. Wait, is it shift color pick? No. Shift color pick. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so that's better. So... Zero said he'll be right back. So actually, this is probably a fine time to restart the script. I was waiting for Zero to respond to that, but all right. So I'm bringing the script down for a second, and when Zero gets back, he'll probably be like, "What the heck happened?" And then I'll bring the script back up, and everyone wins. All right. So that's this parenthesis should be bigger, slightly bigger, not much bigger. No, actually, maybe this is a fine size for it. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. All right, so now what I need to calculate is the difference in position between this. Oh yeah, so I guess I'll just move this down here or something. Somewhere it's out of the way actually. And then so I just need to calculate. So so the position of this curvy G part is I should write these down. So the position of this curvy G part is -1119.5 and 700.3. 700. Excuse me. So the position of this curvy G piece is, I did this, when I made this font, I did it like entirely freehand. I didn't like snap to a grid or anything, so, yeah, maybe I should have. Alright, so this one is 693. I'll call it 0.6. 6. All right, so this is a difference of, I don't know. What is it? No, I can do mental math. I'm not. All right, so this is this difference of, so it's minus 11.4, right? Maybe. My head might be covering up that math, but I think the difference there is 11.4, and so then the difference on this other side is sorry, I'm just going to space these in a way that I appreciate better. The difference on this side is what, like 6.6, 6.6, I think. I don't know. No, 6.7. Final answer. 6.7. Whatever. If it's off by like a slight decimal, I don't care. Oh, it's also minus 6.7. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So I want to copy this, paste it. Actually, you know what? For convenience sake, I'm gonna put this on nice round numbers. So this is gonna be like 1100 even and 500 even. All right, and so then that's still a sufficient distance away. All right, so the new piece is going to be what? It's going to be negative 1100 minus 11.4. So it'll be minus 1111.4 offset by that much, and then it'll be 493.3, I think. 493.3. Alright, and now if I set this to the color black, and put it underneath the other one, it should start to look like the rest of the font. Alright, and so now I just have to do the other offset. And, oh yeah, sorry, I fixed it 0, and I brought the script down, and I was using you coming back and being like, what's happening, as my reminder to run the script again. So I think that should have been long enough, and yes. So now I'll rerun the script. I think that should have been long enough, and I will reappoint you as the. If you don't want to be the if you're done, feel free to like give up the crown or whatever. But yeah, there we go. Excuse me. All right, so yeah, it should work now. It should be fixed. It was a silly error on my part, but also on Python's part, frankly. Like, in my opinion, like, I feel like it shouldn't have done what it did. It should have, like, crashed or done something else that was weird, in my opinion. All right, so right, so let's now I think the offset for the red pieces is like just lateral. I don't think it actually like. Oh no, it does slide slightly downwards. So let's figure out what these differences are. So, all right, so these ones are let's see, negative 1112.8. Wait, what? No, that can't be right. Oh no, yeah, no, right, because that's in the that's moving in the lateral direction. So in the vertical direction, yes, okay. Then the vertical direction, it's 698.0-ish, roughly 0. So then these differences are 7.3. 7.3? No. No, wait, hold on. How does math work? No, 6.7. 6.7 plus 2.8 is 9.5. Yes, 6.7. So 6.7. I understand math, don't worry. And so the difference here, I'm subtracting this row from this row, just in case anyone was curious what mental maths I'm doing right now. And so the difference here is very slight. It's just 1.7, right? Just 1.7. All right, so that's straightforward. So copy this, paste this. So 11. So this should be negative. Oh no, this one should be negative 993.3. Nope. Wait, what? Oh, negative 1093. Negative 1093.3. Okay. Oh, and let's just differentiate the color up front so it's easier to see. And we can move this other piece up higher again. Raise to top. And then, is this right? Yeah, that looks right enough. Is that too curvy? I don't know, I feel like it might be too... No, that's probably fine. Because it needs to be clearly parentheses. Or clearly a parentheses. Clearly, it needs to be clear in what it is. Alright, and so I need to translate yeah, no, that was it. Okay, so the vertical value should be 1.7. Oh, this is negative 1.7. Not that I would have forgotten. I might have. So this will be 598.3. So, or no, 498.3. 498.3. There we go. That is the correct position. And so now the last thing that I need to do... Wait. Oh, I need to make a whole percentage sign, but I'll do that later. I'm allowed to just do the command without any kind of sentence to see the outcome of it, and then work off. Yeah, no, sorry, I mentioned this a few times, but yes, in fact, you're supposed to do that. Yes. The idea is like you just like, yeah. So for the closing statement, like for the statement where you end the event, that's just supposed to be like, just something conclusive, just something like, or not even having to do with like the outcome or the consequence, but just having to do with like, and then so wait, so like just as an example, so you enter the old and dusty room. You notice that there's a piano that was put in front of the door. Will you move the piano, play the piano, or stare at all the old paintings? So yeah, I mean, like, don't feel like you know, like if you feel like kind of like with the action tags, like if all you wanted to do was put in the closing tag for the name of the event type, whatever. Like you hypothetically you could do that. Yeah, because like, especially in a situation where there were like let's say there were 10 people playing and it was like a multi-event and like people kept changing their things. Like there's no reasonable way that you should be expected to like actually tabulate that yourself. So that's why Trusty Bard's there. The other important thing is that when Trusty Bard gives his responses, he sorts the items in order of influence. So actually, like for example, especially in the case that there's ever a tie, but even in cases where just like I use the Lauren example a lot, but like in the case where like 2 really experienced players choose one option and then like 5 really inexperienced players choose the other option, like the 2 really inexperienced players together might have more influence than the 5 other players. So like it's another thing to keep in mind, like when like if you consider like a situation where like if you're trying to convince someone, like 2 influence players like might have more sway than like 5, you know, people who are just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Not to imply that that's what inexperienced players do, but like, you know, like yeah. So Trusty Bard always orders the responses from highest influence to lowest influence, and so that's another thing you can use to figure. So that's one thing that you would be basically impossible for you to calculate until the end of the event, because like we don't really very often see what players' influence points are. I mean, it usually corresponds roughly to their experience points, but that varies a bit too. So yeah. It just occurred to me I really shouldn't be doing these offsets. I mean, like, that works and that's fine and all. But, yeah, the other thing I should be doing, though, is, I should be making the other characters, because I need to make, what? I think it's just the other parenthesis and the percentage sign. I think that's all I need to do. Those are the only new characters. Yeah, so for example, move, was ranked highest, not just because, it was perfect. I mean, yeah, this time, I mean, like, it looks coincidental that it came that way because it was perfect, but it also, because Caps Island probably has the most influence. So, yeah. Yes. Okay, so, copy this, paste this, and then flip this. And then, yeah, the percentage sign should be fairly straightforward. It shouldn't be that hard. Oh, although like the comma is like kind of squared off, whereas the percentage sign tends to rounded shapes. So I should do rounded shapes. Although I will probably use the same dot size. I don't know. I'm gonna copy this just in case I want to use it for the percentage sign. Actually, well, I made the parentheses next to the G because I wanted it to have like that, because that seemed like the right type of curve that I wanted to use. I wanted to make sure it looked normal. I might do the percentage sign near the Z because like I might actually be able to borrow the bar from the Z, and I might even just use these honestly. So yeah, the Z is like not just the bar, but like basically everything. But what if we use the points editor and just, can we delete this? Oops, no, that deleted the whole thing. Can we just delete this one? Yeah, there we go. So that way we can keep the same diagonal line, but just, yeah, just have it cleanly. And, you know, honestly, I think I might, for this character, I honestly might just, oh, look, I can use the square around the, around the edges of the diagonal to position the oh no, I shouldn't do that. I should use like, I should do it more like this. But yeah, I'll just actually no, I'll just eyeball it like that roughly. Oh wait, no, actually no, you know what I can do is oh, can I? No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say I could just like copy and flip it and stuff, but I could just eyeball it, I guess. Oh yeah, I'll eyeball it like on top of the Z. So, or here, I'll do it like next to the Z. Or wait, no, I have an even better idea. Let's put this on a nice round place. Let's put this on a nice round number, like I don't know, like 1000 or 1000, otherwise known as 10,500. Then I can put this one wherever I feel like putting it, like here, for example. And now I can just put the other one at like the opposite coordinates. So like this is plus 60.15, so this will be like wait, what? Oh, it doesn't go by center, it goes by upper corner. So that's not actually gonna work. Whatever. So, oh no, yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to position these like evenly, but I guess I should just eyeball it because it doesn't really matter as long as I get it close. Yeah, I'll just get it looking about right, how I'd want it to look. I can use this guideline as like a rough measure of like if it might be too far or too not far enough on one side. So for example, this one's not far down enough. Yeah, it's pretty close. That might be fine. Yeah, I'll probably use that. Alright, so now, yeah, I'll just do the offset things again. Or actually, I can do the offset, I can save some time with the offset things by, like, doing all the offsets at once for these other characters. Doop-a-doop. Alright, so the first thing I'll do is, take all the characters at the same time and group them. So that way they all move together. So now copy paste. Now I can make this whole group darkly colored, and then I can actually I should do it with the other group. This group will be that color, and then if I paste again, I can leave this one green, and then this one that's already in the background, I can make this the darkly colored layer. Yes. There we go. Alright, so now I just need to position these. And then we can export them. So, alright, so put this at someplace round, like, let's say, -1000, and, oops, that was not correct. What just happened? I don't know what just happened. -1000 and 500. Alright, so then the this version will use the same translation. I don't have to recalculate this. So from -1000, this should go to -1011.4. And then for y, sorry, for y, 500 minus 6.7, so 493.3. 493.3. Alright, and then for the red one, we'll want this to be at 993.3. Oh, wait, 6.7 in both of those. I was like, why does that number sound familiar? 993.3. What? Whoops, -993.3. -993.3. And then 498.3. 498.3. All right, there we go. So these are new characters. Now we can like export them. So file, export bitmap. I don't actually need this whole thing. I'm just doing it for temporary whatever. Yeah, I'll just like, that's fine. Whatever weird file name that I came up with is fine, because I'm probably just going to delete it, honestly. Where is it? Where's my weird file name? What was my weird file name? G4 blah blah whatever. Oh, there it is. Oh, you can export only single selections. That is really useful. I didn't know about that. So like, yeah, okay, yeah, just export all of these. Huh. That is really useful. I thought I was gonna have to re-export the entire thing, but that's way easier. Yeah, let's so yeah, we can get rid of this other one. Let's open this with paint.net and put it into that other file. So alright, so yeah, so for one thing, wait, is this the version we want? Yeah, this is the version we want. What's this other one? Oh yeah, we don't care about that right now. Well, actually, no, I probably should have left that open, but whatever. All right. So, yeah, let's copy this. We need to expand this. So these are 4920. How many of these are there? There's the entire alphabet, so that's 26. There's all the numbers, so that's 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So 41 came out as 4920. What does that mean? Calc. 4920 divided by 41 equals 120. Alright, so I need to do, I'm adding 3 new characters, so I need to do 120 times 3 and add that to the end. So edit our image, canvas size, anchor to this edge because we want to extend on the other side. So 4920 plus so 3 times 120 is 360. So it's gonna be like 4980 plus 300. So 5280. I think. So the first thing to do is add in these boundary lines for our new shapes so that we can line them up. And that is on... Wait, there's only one layer here? No, there's 2 layers here. Yeah, right. Which layer has those boundary lines? The layer 2 has those boundary lines. Alright, so yes, so select these up to, but not including this one. Alright, good. Copy that, paste that, and then let's put it down. Oops, whatever, it's from the wrong layer. Copy, paste. Yeah, let's line it up exactly to the edge, and also vertically. Oh, good. Wow, I'm a sharpshooter. I got it. And this should go exactly to the edge of the image. Good. And there's exactly a black line right at the edge of this image. Yes, good, perfect. So I even mathed correctly. Delightful. All right, deselect. All right, so yeah, so now we can just plug those shapes in and line them up here. So let's get rid of that white in the background because that's pointless and not helpful. And Paint.net insists on putting it in every time. But whatever. Get rid of that. And then so select all, copy, paste, and then, hey look, they're roughly lined up. I just need to nudge them so that they're centered in these little spots. So, oh yeah, I should make sure that they're lined up height-wise correctly. So like that's a little low. That seems about right. Hey! Sharing is the best. I'm just moving it over here so I can see like roughly what height I would want this to be. Yeah, it seems about right. So that's a height of 24 from the top. So 24 from the top. Alright, so then yeah, let's deal with these individually. I mean, because they're pretty close to how I would care for them to be spaced, but let's just get them quite right. That one might be right. This one is a little too close to this edge. So let's space that just slightly. And then this one is just slightly off center. The black line is not part of this. Like, the black line is part of the character to the left of it. So, not that that matters hugely, but yeah, there we go. Alright, so, yeah. Font. And so, now the last thing to do is to, file. Oh, interesting. I need I now have like 2 different alphabets because like I didn't bother adding this to the action. Like it wouldn't be too hard to add this to the action dictionary if I felt like it, but I don't need these characters for the action dictionary, so yeah, just fun fact. I can get rid of this too. I don't need the exported version either. I will. Whoops. Nope. I definitely don't need to create a shortcut to it. Delete. I will save. Yeah. So I'll save Inkscape with the updated version. Close that for now. And then yeah. So we can do copy all, file new. Okay. Paste. Whoops, wrong layer. Copy exactly everything from the other layer. Instead, copy, paste. There we go. And now, now I can shrink this down. Sorry. Sometimes I get distracted and I don't read along with the story, but I do intend to, so I should. Because who knows, I might need to intervene at some point, and I do still need to come up with my own backstory. So, oh yeah. So the reason it would have been helpful to have that other image open was I need to know what the dimensions are supposed to be. So like this is 820. Or sorry, 35. Wait. Ooh, wait, hold on. So 820 clear 820 divided by 41, was it? 20. So these characters are each 20 characters wide. So 20 times I just added 3 new characters, so 44. 880. So if I scale this down to 880, then it should be the correct size. So width 880. So now these should be basically identical. Oh, oops, did I use the wrong resize? Whatever. Yeah, I was using nearest neighbor. Best quality. 880. Yeah, there we go. So now these should be virtually identical, except of course this one's still colorized. So if I do adjustments, brightness, no, hue saturation, drop out the saturation and bump up the lightness a little bit. Actually, no, I don't do that with the lightness dial. I do that with the brightness contrast panel. So no saturation. And then adjustment. It doesn't have to be exact. It just has to be, as long as all the characters are the same, then that's the important part. So more contrasts. Yeah, kind of like that. That seems good, right? Oops. This might be a little bit more contrast than the other version has. No, it seems about right. Yeah. All right. So now we have our updated whatever. So now we can do file, save as. I really need to rename these stupid files because they're really like confusingly named. It's like font. I don't know. Font char big. I'll just save over the one that I have currently because there's no reason. It's like it's not harmful to have this updated version. So yeah. Yes, replace that. Wait, that's the one I want to replace, right? Hold on. That's the one I just opened here. Yes, okay, good. File, save as font char big dot ping. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So now we have to change how we reference the. It was nice to see you, Kina. I have to catch you again sometime soon. Yes, now I have to update. Oh, yes, now I have to split the alphabets because now one alphabet is longer than the other alphabet, which sounds funny to say. Where do set up the alphabet. It's like here. All right, so for oh wait, actually, the last character. Huh. Yeah, no, I don't have to change anything. I mean, I don't have to split these. I don't have to use two different whatevers for this. I can just say, it was like open parenthesis, close parenthesis, percentage, right? That was the order that I put them in? I think so. Yeah, I think now, and that should be fine for both fonts. Because the other one won't exist, of course. If I tried to use them, they'll just turn out blank. But that should still work out fine. I think. I hope. Let's find out. Someday. So yeah, now it's just a matter... Oh no, I do have to keep... Now I need to keep track of this data separately. Or differently. Why? Wait, actually, is there actually any new data that I'm keeping track of here? No, not really. Because I'm just going by percentage and by level. So those are like known quantities. So yeah, I think I can actually just change the way those messages present now, and I think I actually have all the numbers that I need. Because the other, oh no, you know what I need to do is, I need to make a version of level percentage that makes sense. And I think there's actually a bug with level percentage that, I never really bothered to fix or look into. Because, like, everything was working okay, but then, like, it wasn't working how I expected it to work. And so it's just like, well, as long as it's okay, right? All right, so um so watch out for typos. Just yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah. So this text gets displayed. Oh wait, no. I was remembering the one thing that I do need to add. I'm almost all set. I need to add a level percent a. So LPCT a equals also 0. Actually, no, I could just say 0, because this actually has to be an integer, not a float. So LPCTA will be after the conversion of integer to float, of float to integer. All right, so level A. Where do we handle level A? Down here, for example. Oh, really? Oh, okay, yeah. We use level A. Huh. No, I guess we should always set level A. Or we should always use level A? Wait. We should set level A. Right, because we're going to reference level A. So, like, so one thing that can hypothetically happen is, let's say, for example, a character gains experience in an event, and then the event ends, and it shows like that, like it shows their name tag, and it shows them like, you know, like plus however much experience, and then it shows like level whatever. Hypothetically, if a passive bonus like granted them more experience while that was showing up, they might actually level up while that text was on screen, and so the level would change, but it would change before it shows like the level up thing, which I don't necessarily like, because it takes some of the excitement out of the fact that like you level up, and so I'd rather not present the information in that manner. And so previously that was only really relevant. The only time we actually the only time we actually displayed the level is when you were leveling up. But now I guess yeah, no, I guess no, all we have to do is we just when when we're adding in a player into the queue because of the action dictionary, then we just have to say level A equals level, just so that we can use level A and it won't change while we're displaying it. It, like, the level will change, but the number that we show on screen will continue to look the same. So yeah. We don't need to do that for the JQ or for the other regular queue. But we do need to do level percentage for the other queues. Oh, wait. No, I should be doing this all the time. I should just be doing this for all players. Like, for anyone who joins the queue, we should just make sure these values are good. Oh, whoa. Except, yikes. Except, no, we kind of, wait a second. Hold on. What? No, this is weird, I guess. I forgot about this. Like, because level... Okay, wait, so... Okay, wait. No, we can do this. We can do this. We can just say, yeah, we can move this out of, we don't need to be processing this here. Name tag equals 0, name tag equals 1. Player... Well, no, I guess we'll do the name tag 0, name tag 1 thing here. Why are we doing that? Name tag equals 0, name tag equals 1. I think that was old. I think we don't actually even need to do that anymore. Hey, Shigari, how's it going? Welcome. If L up, yeah, okay. So if L up 0 is greater than 0, then no, I guess we do need to do that there. All right, what am I trying to accomplish here? In the case that the player is not leveling up, in the case that the player is not in the process of leveling up, we want to excuse me. In the case that the player is not leveling up, we want to like set what their level is for the purpose of showing their name tag. So I'm just trying to think of, like, this is confusing. I know one thing I could do, and maybe I should do this. Like, right now I have, like, this special queue for, like, leveling up. And instead of doing that, I could just make it so that the player's level itself was a list. And so instead of referencing the player's level like I do presently, I could just reference the first index, or like the 0 index of the of that list, because the 0 index would always have at least the highest level that the player's, or at least the lowest level that the player currently is, because a player can be multiple levels at the same time. That's weird. But I might want to do that, I guess, while I'm here, because that might be more sensible. Or less sensible. I might break some stuff, is what I'm trying to say. So the yeah, I wasn't planning on coming in here and, like, changing everything, especially because this is, like, a fairly precarious system. But that might be my best bet. Because otherwise I think think this could I could accidentally like mess up people leveling up, and I don't want to do that. The whole point of this is to make it to like improve the way I'm displaying that information. The game displays that information. LQ'd. Is this the only time LQ gets printed? Because oh yeah, when a player wanders off the screen and they loop back around, they it says LQ'd. So can I use that to my advantage? Potentially not. No, that might. No, that wouldn't work. What if, at the time we display the name tag, not at the time that the player enters the queue, but at the time we display the name tag, we take the level based on what? First, we would have to check if there's any queue, like if they're queued to level up. Please don't repaste the whole thing. Please don't repaste the whole thing. Sorry, I'm gonna rinse your chat. Sorry. Nothing personal. Oh shoot. Well, you probably had that on your clipboard. But when you forget just a part of the text, please don't repaste the entire text. Just replace just do the commands if you wouldn't mind, because otherwise it just turns into like a wall of text, and like in no one case is that especially bad, but like if it's happening, like it's just there's an easy way to do it. There's like a really clean and easy way to do it, and it's actually easier, incidentally, because you don't have to do copy and paste. So thank you. All right, so oh yeah. So I guess like yeah, at the time that we're going to show a name tag, we can check what the level is based not just on the player's current level, but based on like the level queue. Yeah, because if level up index 0 equals 0, that means that's like this is the only place where that happens. So that means they entered via the level queue, and so we don't have to worry about this. Yeah. Okay, no, that's totally good. In fact, when we blit this text, it is based literally on that value. So in the place that we check which of these which like ending of the which part of the name tag to blit, it's actually based on whether L up index 0. Yeah. All right, so we're not changing that. So we can just say so when sorry, so now we have to go to so this part where we check to see if we can be displaying name tags, if clear. So if what? If so we do the gain stuff, name tag A, pause NT. Yeah, all right, so player dictionary, index LI, so the player in question, dot, level A, is that the value? Yeah. Oh, no, first, so if the length of if the length of this player's level up queue is 0, because usually players are not in the process of leveling up, so that's the most common case. Oh, speaking of commonality of cases, I should reorder the commands, probably. No, that's not a big deal. Alright, excuse me. So if len player equals 0, so else if else if player dictionary, oh whoops, so not dictionary but level up. Ooh, I'm really good at those typos, and it's actually fairly unfortunate that I do that, because it's like it's something that this IDE and this language does not catch at all. Sorry, 1 second. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna mute the microphone for a second. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah. So if else if player, so if L up index 0 not equals 0, because if it equals 0, then we don't have to care. In fact, we shouldn't do anything, because serious business is occurring. But if 0 not equal 0, then we'll say, oh whoops, I never actually said this value. Level A equals level equals level, just because that means that we're not in the process of leveling up. And then otherwise we're gonna say oops, I didn't mean to leave that part. It equals the level up queue index 0. So what this means is if the level up queue is not empty, that means like the player has technically gained enough experience to level up yet, but we haven't presented the like level up or whatever thing. So we display the old level. Oh no, wait, no. Actually, no, oh no, what do we do in this case? Wait, because level and level up Q are not going to be correct at that point. Huh. Yeah, because we've never actually really done this before. The only time we ever showed the level was when you were leveling up. Alright, so it's actually not, it's not just this value, it's this value minus 1. Because the first value of the level up queue, minus 1, will be your current level. Because the first value in your level up queue is your next level, or the level that you just obtained. Right. So minus 1. I want to subtract 1 from it, I think, is how that goes. Alright, so now the other thing I need to do is, for what cases do I need to recalculate the level up percentage? No, you know what? I'm going to do this differently. I'm not going to change the level up percentage. Oh no, I do need to. Level up percentage is going to be weird, because I'm going to. Great. Hold on. It's not that weird. It's a little bit weird though. Where is it? So the name tag A, level up, level percentage A. Yeah, no, so this is gonna be level percentage int, and level percentage int A equals also 0. Alright, so when we calculate level percent, that's actually when we're going to calculate level percent int as well. Just so we don't have to recalculate it every time we show the name tag. Um, so yeah, so level percent. Uh, so whenever we calculate level percent, let's also say level percent int equals. How do I want to do this? I should probably do floor, so that way if it says it won't, because otherwise it might say accidentally say 100% when the player. How should I do this? I could just special case it so that it rounds it, but then if it rounds it, but if the no, I'll just do floor. I'll just do floor. So player dict name LPCT, or I can just use edata in this case. Oh, but the float, whatever. Yeah. So this, so the int version of math.floor of this value times 100, right? Yeah. All right. So we'll just do this pretty much every time we set LPCT. We'll update the integer version of it. I think we only do it we only do it when we load in the data and when we level up. Or no, when we gain experience, I mean. So yeah. Wait, is that correct? We're using name in both cases? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. So now we have the integer version of the percentage, and now we need to do the same thing about like locking it into place so that while we're showing the oh, when do we lock it into place? Oh, whoa, is this gonna be weird? No, it's not weird. We just lock it into place when they join. No, we do it the same place that we lock into place. Oh, yeah. Experience A. But we also have to change how experience A works, right? Because experience A. Oh, we do need one new value too. We need a value to represent the amount of experience in the current level that the player has. So we'll need to keep track of that as well. Alright, so experience A. So first thing, the place where we set experience A, we can also set, wait, is that right? Is that right? I guess so. I mean, it'd have to be. Or else I have bugs in the system. Is there a situation where this is not correct? No, I think this should be correct. Because we can show the gain of experience at like basically any time after the gain of experience has occurred. So yeah, this should be fine. So player dictionary index li dot what was it? Level percent int a equals level percent int. Copy that. Alright, save that. Sorry, I just glanced at chat and I saw the phrase blood splatter. I was like, yikes. Alright, so save that. Yeah, the oh yeah. Huh. That is well, creative. Did you say that that works in HTML. Because like if it's HTML, then oh, whoops, oops. If if that dynamic stuff that you're working on is in HTML, then there's got to be a way to like you can embed Twitch channels in like a web page. So I feel like that should work, right? I don't know. um, uh, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, so are there other places that I have to set XPA, or is that satisfactory? Yeah, that should be good. Uh, so what do I need to do now? I feel like there was one other thing I need to do. Oh yeah, change how the because we're not actually going to use EXPA anymore, or not in the same way. We're going to set it differently. So now we need yeah, we do need a new value. So like we need a new value for like LXP, I guess. I don't know. That's a weird name for a value, but whatever. LXP equals 0. All right. So so at the same time that we're setting level percentage and level int and all that fun stuff, we're also going to set level EXP. And actually we can set level, we don't have to do much more math here because level experience is actually part of the calculation for level percentage. Level experience is just sorry, the way we calculate the percentage is dividing the difference between how much experience we have. Oh, wait. We already keep track of like current level experience and next level experience. Huh. Yeah. All right. So yeah, right. So player dictionary. So LEXP EXP equals what then? It's just yeah, EXP minus yeah, so it's this first term. It's the it's like let's cut this, put it here. And so so this yeah, this calculation is the level experience divided by next level experience. Oh, right. So current level experience and next level experience, those are like just the markers. Yeah. All right. So so next level experience minus current level experience. All right. Yeah. I think that should be good. So now we have oh, but LEXP. So we'll need to set this at what? When do we set this? L experience. This is like the new EXPA basically. So we can like set this. Oh, wait a second. In the case where we haven't shown the level up yet. Huh. In the case where we haven't oh, this is going to be confusing. So maybe I should change this instead. Because in the case that we haven't shown the level up yet, we actually want this to be a big number. I guess, well, so the funny thing is that we want this to be a big number, and along the same lines, level percentage is actually going to show up as like over 100%. Like hypothetically, if you got 2 levels, the level percentage would show up as over 200%. So that, I guess it's like foreshadowing, basically. Is that weird? Maybe that's just weird. Maybe it shouldn't be like that. Maybe it should just show the adjusted values. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I should split the difference. Maybe level experience shouldn't be like that, but level percentage should be like that. That might be weird. Uh, I mean, hypothetically, it should never happen, right? No, it could happen. In what case? No, yeah, no, that could definitely happen. All right, so how do I want to do this? I could lock it in. When would be a safe time to lock this in? I could lock this in. Oh yeah, I think I set this up to happen when the name, right when the name tag was about to appear, but I don't think that's actually the right place to do that. No, I should do it when they join the queue. Yeah. Yep. I'm a silly person because I should be doing this at a different time. So I should do it when they join the queue. And just by joining through another queue is sufficient. Yeah, before I was like nervous about like what queue they were joining through and like not messing up the level queue, but now that I think about it, I think that was overly cautious of me. And in fact, by being overly cautious, I think I went in the wrong direction with that. So right, so we're just gonna calculate blah, blah, blah. We're going to calculate these things, and we're going to set the so expa, probably the same place we're setting it currently. No, LED. Not the same place we're setting it currently. Because no, it won't be right when the name tag shows up. It'll be when what? It'll be when oh wait. Yeah, right. Because we don't. Okay. Yeah, it used to be it used to operate differently, and when it used to operate differently, this made more sense. But now we're just gonna change it. All right, so yeah, I can take out that thing I just put in here. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna move it. Uh, yeah. I'm going to move it to the place where players get added to the queue, which is here. So this has to occur. The level has to show in an extra situation, only the action queue. No, no, that was what it, oh no, that's what it was about. Because like, no wait, so maybe that was correct before. Or maybe it's conditionally correct. Maybe it's sometimes correct to do it this way, sometimes correct to do it the other way. Because the level is showing up now. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. It shows up. Okay, so right, no, so we have to do it regardless of what queue they join through, as long as they don't join through the level queue. Because the level queue has precedence. Alright, alright, I'm confident this time. Oops, I didn't mean to undo. Redo. Okay, so regardless of what queue they join through, except for the level queue, we wanna set this. And then we don't have to worry about it until they join through the level queue. And if they level up, they'll join through the level queue. And if they level up, we don't have to worry about them joining through the other queues because we don't worry about the other queues until the level queue is empty. So yes, that should be satisfactory. So yeah. So how do I do this? Like, so yeah, I mean, I guess I can just do it in this section here. So when we're adding them to the queue, are these checks still sufficient? Like, are we still going to use the same checks, or do we need new checks? Let's think about that. Let's suck on that one. Or rather, just figure it out. So if the length of L up is equals 0, yeah, that's fine. No, you know what? We only have to do this in the case that the level up queue is length 0. Because the other circumstance we don't have to consider anymore. Because if the level up queue is greater than length 0, then they would have been in the level up queue. Is that true? Pretty sure that's true. Because there's no way to get into the LQ unless you're... Like, it literally checks the length of your level up queue in order to process you through the LQ. Is there a way to have level up length greater than 0 and not be in the LQ? There shouldn't be. Because if there is, that's just a straight up bug. Oh! Sorry, sorry, I don't know. This like puzzle I've been working on is like thick enough that I haven't tuned out of chat, and yeah, that's really cool. Sorry, I was just catching up on what you were talking about, Creator 69er. Sorry for the delay. I'm distracting myself with the work, but you know, and that's really cool. I like where your project's going. But like I said, seems like a cool one. Yeah, right. So yeah, so I think I don't even have to run this many checks. I can just say if the level up queue, if the length of the level up queue, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have this check. No, it just also doesn't make sense to have this check. I should run this check, but instead of setting the level up queue, I should just like crash or like put in a weird error, because like that should not be happening. So if anyone's level ever shows up as like the wrong number, that might be an indication that something has gone awry here. Alright, so save that. Oh, wait, no. In fact, no, I very specifically should not be doing this, I think. Or, no, it literally just doesn't matter. Okay, final answer. Alright, so now what do I need to do? We have the level, we're setting the level, we're not, okay, so now where we used to be setting, oh, yeah. The place where we used to be setting experience, we don't need to do that anymore. We can do it here instead. Right? Yeah, we can set it when they... Because gain, we have to treat like the old experience value, but the new experience value, we don't have to treat like gain. We can just treat it like... Or no, should we treat it the other way? No, because you can gain experience while it's shown on screen. Oh, but we could still treat it the other way. Because if you experience while the name tag's on screen, it shouldn't change. But if you gain experience while your character's marching across the screen, but before your name tag is displayed, then it won't display the old name tag anyways. So yeah, we can do it where right, okay. So where's the yeah, here. So here's the part where we're setting EXPA. Right now we're setting EXPA to equal effective experience, but we actually want to set it to equal to is level experience. And is that the last piece of the puzzle? So now let me look at what we want to display on screen. We have our level percentage getting set, the integer version. We have our current experience. No, this is gain. This is our current experience, and this is our percentage, and this is our level, and this is our name, and this is Notepad, and this is me. Just to recap. All right. So I think that's good. And now I can change the text of the name tags. So just a heads up, 0. I'm going to. Oh yeah, is now an okay time to bring down the script? Is now an okay time to restart the script. 0 Maverick. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it down for now because I still need to touch up I still need to reformat these what we have here, but I need this. I also need the script to be down for a little bit before it comes back up. All right, so we're used to say plus experience equals. Oh yeah, so okay, so it used to say plus 4 equals how much experience or whatever. Or no, I guess it just never even used the words exp. It would just say like plus 4 equals other number. So whatever. So it's gonna say plus 4 exp, and then in parentheses, it's not going to say expa. It's going to say the string version of level a. And then a close parenthesis. Yeah, I think. And then so this one is going to show expa. That is correct, because I changed what expa means. And then but it's not just going to show that. It's going to show that much experience, because that's actually going to be a much smaller number now. Oh, which is going to freak Lauren out. Oh my gosh. Lauren's going to come back and it's going to say like 50 experience. Oh, there. Wait, you're here. Sorry, I didn't see. How's it going? So I don't know if you caught, I don't know how much of this you caught, Lauren, but sorry about that. I'm not paying attention. I was really focused on what I've been working on, and what I've been working on is changing how the name tags display information. So yeah, so I mentioned you because like you're gonna have the most noticeable difference, because your name tag is now, instead of saying like 900 experience or whatever, or like, no, you have more than that, because you're over 1,000 now, right? Like instead of saying 1,100 experience, it's gonna say like 20 experience. And yeah, so that'll be fun. So experience, oops, where am I typing? Where's my cursor? Experience plus, plus, okay, so then parentheses, and then plus, the string version. I have to remember to make all of these the string versions of things, because if you don't, it crashes. It's totally legit to say, like, you know, just run a comparison operation between a function and an integer, but it's not okay to try and print a integer, God forbid. Excuse me. So this plus, oh, not XPA, this is supposed to be L PCT int A. And it's the string version, and then plus a closing parenthesis. Alright, I think this is it. I think, I mean, we'll find out soon if this works, or if it's just like completely... oh yeah, okay, so I'll run the script, and then I'll go over the, yes, sorry about that. So that we don't have to like, so I don't have to just sit here and wait, like when I'm done with something, and I'm waiting to rerun the script. I've been getting in the habit of trying to, if I know I'm close, I bring down the script. So that was pretty good. That was pretty close. All right, so yeah, this is the little comparison thing that I was looking at before. So this is how it. So like on the left here is how it used to be, and on the right is how it'll be. Oh yeah, I guess technically it actually didn't say XP. It just said plus 4 equals. It never said XP. For some reason I thought it said XP, but I think it was supposed to. Whatever. But okay, so the old system said would say like when you get this. So this is the case when you level up. That one's not changing. It still says level up. Whatever. The old system used to say plus 4 equals your new experience total in the case where you performed an action or you gained experience for whatever reason. The new system says +4 experience, but then instead of saying your total experience, it says your level again. It just reiterates what your level is. So whereas this information was kind of like redundant between the two, like you would see this when you leveled up. You'd basically see this number all the time. Instead now, you only really get this number. You never really get this number. You never get the big number, the big like, you know, vague, whatever number that is type number. Instead what you get is, you get, so yeah, so when you gain experience, it's just a reminder, because like people would ask like, what level am I frequently, and the solution that this addresses, or like what this what this is a solution to, whoa. Oh yeah, sorry. That one got me 2-0. I was like, whoa, why didn't that command work? Yep. Thank you for catching that. Okay. All right. So so the sorry about that. So people would ask me frequently, like, what is my level? How do I check my level? And so my first thought was like, oh, well, I'll just show level all the time. But what occurred to me immediately was like, I don't want to show level all the time. So I wanted to put level in a place where it would show up frequently enough so that people would never be wondering what their level is, or at least not for especially long. Excuse me. So the excuse me. Right. So now that your level shows up when you gain experience and you've taken an action. What shows up in the every other circumstance, hypothetically, I mean, I should actually leave the graphics on screen so I can watch what's going on here. Actually, I'm sorry for the pink on the screen, but it's just the clearest way for me to read this stuff. So what should be showing up all the time now? Like just the general, you know, the constant, like, here's stuff, is your current experience into your current level, and also the percentage, like how far through that level you are. Hypothetically, we'll see what happens. We could get weird results. One thing I'm very much anticipating is that there's a bug where this, like, I don't know if it's a bug, like, okay, so stuff works and everything, but like I really don't think this percentage should ever get over 100. Hypothetically, I mean, all right, well, there are technically cases where it could, but like I've seen this number get to be over 100 in situations where I don't think it should have been over 100. So I don't know. Yeah, at least for this first one, I'm curious to see what'll happen, because after this event, like, we haven't evaluated many of these code paths yet. So after this event, it might just crash. The game might just crash, in which case I apologize, and I'll try and fix it and restart it as soon as possible. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, thank you very much. If you do see anything if you do see anything weird, please let me know. So what I changed is all just surface level stuff. I didn't change like I didn't change the actual calculation of experience or anything like that. So don't worry. Like, if something weird happens, chances are, and heck, I can even back up the player data just to be sure that, you know, in case anything crazy happens, that it's not going to screw stuff up. Actually, I'll do it after this event, just because I don't want to be copying the data during the event. I feel like that would not be good. I don't know how write operations work, but I feel like you're not supposed to like stomp on data while it's being copied. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we have last night's backup. So, if I have to restore last night's backup, then I'll give like a free, I don't know, free boost of experience to everyone, to more than make up for the experience that might have been lost this morning. but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. I'm fairly confident in making the claim that that will not occur. So, all right. So wait, what is the event?